Stampers, Gainer again. I've been having to play with my Rose Wonder. Love that set. It's going. And I can't believe it. And I've used the leaves and the baby white technique from the Rooted in Nature stamp set and the sentiment. You are wonderful. This is just me making it up as I go along. I was looking through the catalogue and the new one, and you've got stripes in the in colours, the brights, the regals, the neutrals, in colours, the new and old. And they've got it in this lovely lipstick, which is one of the new colours. But it's pink. It's a slightly paler shade. But because I'm using petal pink and lovely lipstick, I thought I'd just do alternate colours, which I've done. And I think it looks quite jazzy, actually, because I've cut out the Rose Wonder twice. I've never done that technique with the block stamping before, so I thought I'd give that a go. I saw something very similar to this on Pinterest, but there was no name. And I thought I'd jazz it up inside with the leaves, with the baby white technique again. So, and I'm loving the leaves. They look so realistic from the Rooted in Nature. I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous. So I have been and cut my two roses out, which are absolutely stunning. I love this. And I'm just going to slightly offset them, just so I can get a few dimensionals on the back. Because that's what I did with this one. I added dimensionals. I don't want them right close together because you'll never see the one underneath. So I'm going to offset. So it's like got its reflection, as you know. So what you do is turn over, you add dimensionals so it touches both bits and some long strips, which I'll do in a minute. I just love this card. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to fetch some scratching because I've used my spritzer. Oh, this might not work again. I don't know. So I'm just going to give it a blast first. What I did here was I tried to do the pink on its own, but it splashed a bit too much. So I ended up stamping it about 4 times. And then I finally got to the finish that one. But, I mean, I don't even know if I want the splashes, but I better move my card because this is really mucky. And your base is just that lovely lipstick. And look at me, I'm squirting it everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp on here once, because it smudges. Look, see? And I don't know if I'm going to be able to replicate it again. Just give me a chance. And this stuff, it gets everywhere. Right. Oh, look, see, it stains everything. And I mean everything. But look at that colour. The two merged together. The petal pink and the lovely lipstick. Both spritzed on. So, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to grab my Whisper White now. Oh, gosh. I hope it doesn't make a mess. I've got 2. You need one for the inside and one for the outside. This needs trimming down slightly, so we'll do that as well in a minute. I'm just going to fold that scratch bit. I'm trying my best now, because I don't want... Oh, gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to dab that. I just don't want that really big spot on there. So I'm toning it down, if you know what I mean. So this now is my... Oh my gosh, I'm really... You can do it once, but you can never do it twice, can you? So please forgive me. I only want a tiny little bit. So I'm aiming for... That's perfect. Oh my word. I don't want any more than that. Look, it gets everywhere. I've bleached my fingers about 16 times today. So I just clean my block off now with my new cloth. Oh, isn't that lovely? That's perfect. Look, it's mad, isn't it? You can't do it. Practicing like crazy after I did that first card. Come to do it again a minute ago and I was like, no, I can't do it. But I've done. I just needed a little bit. I think it's going to turn out beautiful. Now I'm using the petal pink. This is one of our new ink pads. And I'm just putting my block on top and pressing till I know it's covered it all. I'm not doing anything else. I'm just going to leave it to sit on my pad for a minute. because I get like that, oh, weird feeling, am I going to do it? My fingers are stained again, but we're crafters. We're not meant to have clean hands. So, get this over the top. And I'm just going to place that over the top of where I've just been. And quick lift off. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, that is going to dry a hell of a lot paler. So I'm just cleaning my block off. And then I can put my sentiment back on. Perfection. So my little dusty bin there. So I'm going to leave that to dry for a bit. Just for a moment. Whilst we work on our gorgeous roses. So I'm keeping hold of my scratch paper because I'm going to be using dimensionals as well. And I'm going to need my scissors for trimming. So like I say, I'm offsetting just enough so you can see underneath without being, I try not to create a gap. I just want it perfectly together. So I've got to try and get it exactly the same and then move it. There. That is perfect. I'm going to flip it over and press it down. Right, I'm going to get pokey tool, dimensionals. You won't be able to get a lot of dimensionals on here, but you will be able to get the odd one or two. I mean, I could have just quite happily glued them both down, but I wanted some depth off the page. Oh, great, that's pulled the backing off now. And so I've got to be careful about taking this one off. So I'm going to pop that one there. Because it's got to be able to touch the one underneath as well. Just press down to make sure these stick together. Well, now I haven't got the back of the other one to look at. So I'm just prejudging where I can put the dimensionals. Don't want them showing, but I want them touching enough that they give me some lift off the page. This is where the scissors come in handy. You can cut some really thin strips. And then I can judge where I need them. It's a bit shadow in it. I think one of my bulbs must have gone. But no, it hasn't by the looks of it. So I'm just peeling off the back. And I'm going to lay it in patches where I know it's not going to be seen, but it's long enough. And I can manoeuvre it into those little places. Because it's going to make a hell of a difference. Now look at this. It's drying beautifully. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to pop a bit down here. There's the slightest little gap, but you won't see it. Trust me. But you want to lift these beautiful roses off the page. And the thing is, judging which is the sticky bit. There we go. So I'm gonna add a little piece there as well. And I'm just going to grab a little bit more. I love these dimensions. They're quite wide, so you can really just take what you need. Either way, you can take the backing off or the front bit. Now I'm just going to add a little bit here. Over there. That's right. I was going to pop it there. It's just so I can even it up and make sure I've got enough on my card to create the backing. So now what I need to do is, I have got a little tray here that I've used to put a baby wipe in, and it's still damp, fingers crossed. So I've added pineapple punch, mango melody, granny apple green, and mossy meadows. Just a few drips of each onto my wipes. Aren't they beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. They reckon it'll last a couple of days if you've got the lid closed, but I'm not sure. I only added a few drips of each. Oh, it's beautiful actually. I'm going to do a few other things with this while it's still like that. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So the inside of my card, I'm just going to add some of this beautiful leaf design up and down the page. And I'm going to try and get a few little ones in there as well. It's just beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. And yeah, keep a lid on this and it should last a day or two, or while you do a few extra projects. So that's the inside of our card. Oh my word. Right, now for I've got a little 1-inch piece here, which is by 5 5/8 for the length, because you're going to need, your basic card is 8 1/4, 5 7/8, we're going to fold in half. This is 3 by 5 5/8, and this is 1 by 5 5/8, so it should fit perfectly at the bottom. It should only be 7/8, but I want a little bit of overhang so I can match them up perfectly. So I'm going to grab the trimmer. Excuse me. This is only for folding. Spring it, and this is that new lovely lipstick. Absolutely gorgeous. And the new Pepper Pink. I can just see that my spritzer lid is off, so I better put that away before it gets everywhere. So this is the front of my card. I'm going to be adding this on the one similar. Oh well, I'm assuming it looks like the new 6x6, you know, for the brides, regals, designer series paper that's coming out. The stacks, we call them. They used to call them stacks. So this is just going on here, plain as day. And then with this 1-inch strip, after we've coloured it, once it's straight, it's going down that edge there to give me that piece. So it's just simple, absolutely simple. Pick yourself a couple of lines, keeping it on the line. Grab your pen, which is your lovely lipstick. I've got to get used to these colours now, so I want to keep it on this line here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. Doesn't matter about the width, you just want it right on the line, because what you're going to do then, you're going to colour just in between the two lines. You can be as rough as you want, light as you want, and then you're going to move down too. Just colour in between the two lines. I just going down too. Why not make your own designer series paper? We can do it with stamps. Why can't we do it with our felt pens? Move down too. Doesn't have to be exact size. You could use a ruler, but what's the point? 1, 2. One, two, and do it too. 1, 2, and down 2, and the bottom one will be plain then. I think that's lovely. You can go over the edges so you don't see any white. You don't have to be exact with your other colour now because you're just filling in the gaps. You could go for a paler pink if you wanted to. I am literally covering myself in everything. But I'm just using the petal pink. And I'm even going in, I'm open to smudge it in that other colour. The pen won't get damaged in any way, shape or form. But it's giving me that little pink tone and also giving me that colour from the other pink. And it's darkening my stripes a little bit more. Again, you can go along the sides. There's nothing, no right or wrong in crafting. You can do whatever you want. Now watch this now against here. So this is my piece on here. In fact, I'm going to glue this into place. And with the glue, I love it because you've got wiggle space. So nice border top, bottom and around the side. That is perfect. Now before we add, just check your length. That is perfect. And we're going to leave the same amount of border on there. You get people saying, where have you had that designer series paper from? No, I'm not telling you. It's one you've made yourself. You're one and only. That is perfect. Now, what you're thinking is, oh crap, it looks awful, but it won't. Trust me. Once you've got, and I've got to trim this down, that's another thing. We want this to be 3 5/8 by 5 3/8. I cut my my top in seat to side and leave a rock of them in the drawer. So now that is going to get layered over there. So really speaking, apart from that join, you've done a really good job of covering that up and giving yourself that little border on show. And I think it's lovely, absolutely lovely. But we can't do anything else yet. We're going to fetch this beautiful sentiment in. I'm going to clean like mad after. I don't know why I'm lining it up perfectionately because I'm just using my pens again to ink. So I'm going to... So we've got you are... And this is going right up here. Turn this over. I know it's only ink, but if it gets wet, then... And then... Huff. Fingers crossed that. Yeah, lovely. So I'm going to grab my cloth now. And I'm going to do exactly the same, but I'm not going to do the you are. Perfection. Same again now with that technique. And you're using the pen anyway, so if you miss a tiny little bit, you've got the pen in your hand to fill in the gaps. Nice and juicy because it's a new pen. So now we're going to line this fabulous up, and because I know my "you are there," I can basically just it's not fabulous, it's wonderful. You are wonderful. Isn't that beautiful? What a gorgeous, gorgeous thing to do. Wipe off my excess ink. Check that I haven't missed any bits, which I haven't this time. On my first card, I literally closed my pen, opened it back up, and filled in this bottom bit, but because it hadn't done it. But that is perfect. Absolutely perfect. So it says, "You are wonderful." Now we can take our beautiful roses. You could stamp out a few of those leaves. Oops, that one's got its backing off. And do a couple of 3D ones if you wanted to. I think it looks beautiful just in that background. And it's a way to go, I think, with that technique, is to just going to go in the centre. Isn't that wonderful? Absolutely wonderful. When I run out of these little gems in that colour, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the green to complement the leaves. So, I knew I should have glued this down first. There we go. Lovely little border. And look, it's melding all into one colour. It's beautiful. Making sure you've got the same top, bottom and bow around both sides. Oh my word, isn't that gorgeous? Now I went over my rose with my Winker Stella, just the top bit, which is a bit juicy. To give that rose a bit of sparkle. And you're not spreading any colour because this is actual cardstock. Look at how beautiful oh, it's coming out the lid. That's what it is. I'm covered in Winker Stella now. I think it's got a bit of a leak, my pen. Beautiful. Let me get a cloth. Oh, look, see, it's leaked on my new. But this is that new lovely lipstick and petal pink. Beautiful colours. Well, I'm not going to be able to use these bits now because I'm covered in this mucky stuff. But what lovely colours. I'm just going to wash this off my hands if I can, because I don't want to get it all over my card. These cloths are amazing. Absolutely amazing. They pick up all sorts. Look. Perfect. I have the other cloth in soak. So I've got these beautiful glitter gems, and like I'm saying, I've run out of the blue one. I've run out the pink. I don't know where that is from. So I'm going to use the green. And I'm going to pop one right here. One here. And I'm going to pop one right down there. Oh my word, I love it. Absolutely beautiful. And with your roses, you get the cutouts. These are the bits from inside your Rose Wonder. I know it's like a little jigsaw, but what I did was I sat and put the pieces back in. I know it took me a while, but I got there. The big pieces just fell into place. Or you could have added the sticky back stuff we sell. that Stampin' Up sale, should I say. So it's so much of a habit that I'm saying. Now I'm back to being a hobby demonstrator. Keep forgetting. So that's what I did. I just filled them all back in, added glue, and then popped them on a piece of card. So I can use that now. I did do a yellow, the other colour as well, but I didn't have the patience to sit and do it with this and glue it into place because the bits kept falling out and ugh. So I only did it with this one. But look, you squash them back in, and as long as you've got no glue or anything on your fingers. She says. Yeah, it took me ages, put it that way. And then oh my gosh, look, I'm sitting here doing that. Shouldn't be doing, but you get the gist. I put them all back in, added glue, made sure, popped a piece of paper over the top, and it all stuck. So then I cut this to 2.5 by 2.5, and I'm going to make another card with that. Isn't that beautiful? So we can use the positives and the negatives to make cards. So I will leave you with that one. So this is the one we've just done. Oh, my scent, I haven't put it in. I'm just going to add a bit of snail while I got it out. There we go. So we've even added a bit of decorating. I'm not going to do any more decorating than that because these are going to go towards my thank you cards. Because anyone who entered this are wonderful. So I hope you like it. So there's this one. And there's this one. Absolutely beautiful. So we got the pink gems and we got the green gems. And I don't think it matters which one you use, as long as you give it a go. But yeah, I enjoyed doing that for you. So we got oops, what's it called? The baby white technique. We've also had some, what do they call that when you block stamping, is it? And we've also added dimensionals to a very, very thin die cut piece of rose. And we've done some spritzing. Hey! There's 1, 2, 3 techniques I've never done before. And this piece, like I say, just do your own. Add your own colours. Make yourself a bit of DSP. It doesn't have to be the whole back of the card. But yeah, I hope you like it. Please give me a thumbs up. Please share and press the subscribe button. The little bell straight after. If you press that, you'll be notified of all future videos. I do try my best to post every day. So yeah, come along. Join the channel. Let's get crafting. Love you all. Bye.